Fiji is the major tourism marketplace in the South Pacific, and it has been attracting thousands of tourists due to its rich natural resources. And the tourism industry had brought a significant impact on Fiji's living environment. There are a lot of foreign investment projects in expanding tourism area, and the demand is growing each year. However, domestic income is still declining due to limited funds and natural resources in the country for the further tourism development. In regards to the expansion of tourism industry, the government has to cut down more trees and use the land for commercial purposes. And the coastal resort had brought water waste to the sea environment, which affected ecosystem of the sea. As a result, 50% of the forest had disappeared due to the development of tourism industry, and the misuse of the land for commercial purposes had a significant impact on the locals' living environment and the marine life. Tourism industry has affecting the society in the factor of land resources and local employment. The loss of land for agriculture purposes had brought a negative effect on the food security in the country. Over the past half century, Fijian has been relying on sugarcane industry. However, since the introduction of tourism, this industry had provided job opportunities to 45,000 people and made up over 30% of the GDP in the country.
At last, it is encouraging for all locals and foreigners to acknowledge the sustainable practices in Fiji, which will not only the natural resources will maintain as it is, and individual income will increase as there are more villages establishing their own business.
Further, it is a warning for tourists and tourism countries to be aware of the relationship between human life and the living environment, instead of taking granted of the natural resources. In order to make a solid plan for the future development of the country, tourism industry is not the best way to encourage the economic growth in a small developing country like Fiji, but the government should encourage more small local business to grow in the country. Second, practices like stopping the coming up tourism projects in the nation and focus more on a community-based project. For example, planting more trees and growing coral reefs to build out nature reserve in the country. Thirdly, enable indigenous landowners to protect land and its legal rights, which they may still use protected areas for traditional food gathering and fishing purposes, and to provide community development opportunities in the future.